Most people knew me as a judge. Few knew I lived quietly in the same community I served. Life was peaceful. At least it used to be. After long days in court, I enjoyed spending evenings at home. The neighborhood was quiet, or so I thought. The HOA president was Victoria Reynolds. She liked being in control, and she wasn't used to hearing the word no, especially from homeowners. Over the years, we disagreed on several HOA issues. Nothing dramatic, just enough to create tension. The notices became frequent. Then came complaints. Then inspections. It felt increasingly personal. Then one night, everything changed. An emergency woke the entire neighborhood, and my life changed forever. Fire crews arrived within minutes. The flames were already spreading rapidly. Neighbors watched in shock. No one knew exactly what happened. By sunrise, the damage was devastating. Years of memories were gone. Investigators immediately began searching for answers. Investigators treated the scene seriously. Every possibility was examined. Nothing would be assumed. Only evidence would matter. I wanted answers, but I also understood something important. The truth takes time, and investigations follow evidence. Days passed. Investigators reviewed footage, witness statements, and reports. Piece by piece, they started building a timeline. Then something unexpected happened. A week later, Victoria walked into the courthouse and recognized me immediately. The moment Victoria saw me, she froze. For years, she'd known me only as a homeowner. Now she realized something else. I was also the judge assigned to a completely unrelated civil docket that morning. Her confidence seemed to disappear, not because of any court case involving me, but because investigators had already started asking questions, and rumors were spreading throughout the neighborhood. Meanwhile, the investigation continued. Detectives gathered surveillance footage from nearby homes, doorbell cameras, traffic cameras, anything that could help establish a timeline. As the evidence grew, a clearer picture started emerging. Investigators weren't looking for assumptions. They were looking for facts, and facts leave traces. Several neighbors came forward voluntarily. They reported unusual activity near the property. Nothing conclusive by itself, but enough to attract attention. Witness statements began overlapping. Certain details appeared repeatedly. Times matched. Locations matched. Patterns started forming. At the same time, forensic specialists analyzed physical evidence recovered from the scene. The results would take time, but investigators believed they were making progress. By the end of the week, the investigation board was nearly full. Every new fact added another piece to the puzzle. The picture was becoming clearer, and attention was shifting toward motive. As more evidence was collected, Victoria appeared increasingly concerned. No conclusions had been reached, but investigators were following every lead, and the truth was getting closer. Just when the investigation seemed to slow, a new piece of footage was discovered, a security camera from a nearby property. One investigators hadn't initially known existed, and it covered part of the street near my house. The footage didn't reveal everything, but it helped verify several witness statements, movements, timings, and activity within the neighborhood. The timeline was becoming much clearer. Another witness came forward. This person hadn't spoken earlier. They provided additional details about events that evening, information investigators considered important and worth verifying. Then the forensic reports arrived. Experts had completed their initial analysis. Investigators carefully reviewed every page. The findings helped answer several outstanding questions. Individually, each piece of evidence meant little. Together, they painted a stronger picture. Investigators began connecting events and identifying inconsistencies. Attention soon turned toward HOA leadership. Board members were interviewed individually. Investigators wanted to compare accounts and ensure every statement matched the facts. Some statements aligned perfectly. Others raised additional questions. Small details didn't always match, which led investigators to dig deeper. By now, the story had attracted public attention. Local media followed every development. Residents wanted answers, and speculation was everywhere. Weeks of work were finally coming together. Investigators could now account for most major events. The timeline was nearly complete. Only a few questions remained unanswered. The investigation entered a critical stage. Officials prepared to present their findings. No final conclusions had been announced yet, but the evidence was leading somewhere important.